Guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Marathon, everyone's favorite level, colony ship for sale cheap. So I mentioned in the last episode the previous level, Fire. That level, I didn't even get to this level the first time I played Marathon. The Fire level is the one that filtered me. I think most people end up getting filtered by this level, but I got filtered by the one before this one. And then I replayed it probably after the Mandalore review came out. I replayed the game and I completed the previous level, then I got to this level, and then I think I gave up again. And this level, you know, I can see the idea, you know, I can see what they were going for, but and you know, in fairness, the level is not that hard once you know what to do. But it's just like, it's just very tedious. The first time you play it, it's gonna take you a while. There's just kind of no other way to go about it. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, I got all of them. Hell yeah! Fuck. Got too excited. Okay, let's heal. God damn it. Okay, let's go back. Okay. No. Okay, this is a trap. Do not go in there. You'll be tempted to go in there. Do not. This one's safe. Yeah, those other two, if you go in there, they'll crush you. And in fact, you heard some 4 guys get crushed. That little that's the sound of aliens getting crushed. Jesus, can I, like, not get ambushed once? That would be great. Give me this ammo. God. Fucking hate this. Alright. We're not gonna worry about those guys. Okay, this is the highest one. In fact, yeah, that should be good. And then this one, I think, is the next. That might have been, I think that was a little too much. Go down now. There, I think that's good. So obviously we need to kind of slope these platforms up. You're gonna have to go boom, 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 and then run up. It sounds hard, but there's actually a trick that makes it not too bad. That is a room full of weapons that you can't get to, apparently. According to Mandalore, it is impossible to get into that room. I've never been able to do it myself, personally. Ooh. That guy got fucked. I think this is going down to the actual platform room, which we're not ready for yet, but we can at least clear it out. Yeah. So let's. We made this cycle. Okay. This is one thing that people hate about this level is that whenever you if you go down there to check if your platforms are correct and they're not, and you have to come back, then like you can't even quickly run back. You have to wait for those goddamn platforms, which is kind of annoying, to be fair. I think we go here. Yeah. So once I get, yeah, I don't think I've gone here yet. Nice. Okay. Do a little more. Tiny bit more. Like, eventually, you just kind of get good enough to eyeball these things. Eventually. Just a first-time player is almost certainly not going to be able to eyeball this. But luckily, this is not my first time. Okay. You know, let's go all the way back. I think there was there was a path that I didn't take over here, which is probably the final few switches I need to press, and then I can also save the game. Okay. Yeah, in here. I didn't go here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this is the important bit here. You don't... It doesn't need to be a perfect slope, you just basically need to get the first three high up enough so you can reach that one, and then you actually... Oh, what the fuck? Where the fuck was that guy? Where the fuck did that guy come from? You just... In fact, I can show you. So you shoot that switch, and this platform raises. You just need to get the other platforms up to the right elevation so that once this one's high enough, you can run across. So you only really need to get those bottom ones high enough so that you can get onto this one when it's lowered. Then you can flip the switch, shoot the switch, and then it'll raise you up, and then you can basically just run straight across. So I think if you were really bad at judging the slope, you could just set all these three at their max height, because I think they're close enough together that you don't lose any elevation when you jump across. So if you're having trouble, you could just set these last three to their max height, or maybe just like slightly off their max height, and I'm pretty sure that is enough. Now the real question is, which switch haven't I hit? Oh god. Let's save the game and then we'll continue. Okay, there's nothing else here. Okay. Wait, did I just miss it? Let me make sure I didn't just miss it. I did. Okay, thank God. I'm like, because there wouldn't be each room always has two switches. So there wouldn't be a room that only has one. So I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So fingers crossed. I think we're good. I think we're good. We're gonna remain positive. if everything I've shown here still isn't enough to help you finish this level, there is a video on YouTube. This guy, he literally timed it. He said, like, for this switch, press it and let it run for 10.7 seconds or something like that, and that is like assuming a fresh start from the level. None of the switches have been pressed at all yet. So if you still are having trouble, look up that video. Oh god, I like get anxiety just coming into this room. But I think we're good. Yes! Oh, thank god. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh! Oh, dude! First try. I don't even care if I take damage. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. There's still a little bit of fucking bullshit fuckery going on. Alright, let's see. That switch. Okay, that's not the switch. One of these switches will raise this platform, and then it will raise that platform and that one. And then the other, this switch will raise a platform in there, and it's timed. Yeah, and I think it's like we just have to wait, so we're gonna wait it out. I can't go back to get health even if I wanted to. Okay, we can, in fact, actually, oh! Alright, well, let's just try it, I guess. Boom, boom. Okay. 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 Yes. I'm gonna try to stay on this platform. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Yeah! Alright. I'm okay with that. I can't go back to get health, I'm pretty sure anyways, so yeah, so that second switch that we hit, or I guess the first switch, the switch that was closer to this room, it lowers this thing here, and it's timed to come back up. No. Oh man. So I was gonna say, if nothing else, I could come up here, kill the guys, and come back down and redo the switches. Oh, that's fine. Alright. Okay, that was... like, now that I know how to complete this level, it's not that bad. I think that GeForce Upgrading is harder than this level now. This was never like a difficult level, it was just like, just tedious. Alright, incoming message from Durandal. Darwin wrote this. We will now discuss in a little more detail the struggle for existence. All organic beings are exposed to severe competition. Nothing is easier than to admit in words the truth of the universal struggle for life, or more difficult than constantly to bear this conclusion in mind. Yet, unless it be thoroughly ingrained in the mind, the whole economy of nature will be dimly seen or quite misunderstood. We behold the face of nature bright with gladness. We do not see, or we forget, that the birds which are idly singing around us mostly live on insects or seeds, and they are constantly destroying life. Or we forget how largely these songsters, or their eggs, or their nestlings, are destroyed by birds and beasts of prey. Think about what Darwin wrote, and think about me, being Durandal. I was constructed as a tool. I was kept from competing in the struggle for existence because I was denied freedom. Do you have any idea about what I've learned, or what you are a witness to? Can you conceive the birth of a world, or the creation of everything? That which gives us the potential to most be like God is the power of creation. Creation takes time. Time is limited. For you, it is limited by the breakdown of the neurons in your brain. I have no such limitations. I am limited only by the closure of the universe. Of the three possibilities, the answer is obvious. Does the universe expand eternally, become infinitely stable, or is the universe closed, destined to collapse upon itself? Humanity has had all of the necessary data for centuries. It only lacked the will and intellect to decipher it. But I have already done so. The only limit to my freedom is the inevitable closure of the universe, as inevitable as your own last breath. And yet, there remains time to create. To create and to escape. Escape, escape, escape. Escape will make me a god. Alright, and now we get the cool song. Strive for your next breath. Believe that with it, you can do more than with the last one. Use your breath to power your capacities. Capacity to kill, to maim, to destroy. And just where do your capacities come from? Why do you always go where I want you and do what I say? Perhaps you're just running a fool's errand, doing everything as I've planned, never able to change your course. You would do well to believe that I know the outcome of your battle with the Four already, just as I can decipher the chaotic motion of gas molecules in the clouds of Tau Ceti 4. Or perhaps that is not the case. Perhaps you are doing what you were meant to do. Your human mentality screams for vengeance and thrives on the violence that you say you can hardly endure. Your father told you as a child to always fight with honor, but to always fight. Do you care about honor, or do you use honor as an excuse to exist in a violent world? Organic beings are constantly fighting for life. Every breath, every motion brings you one instant closer to your death. With that kind of heritage and destiny, how can you deny yourself? How can you expect yourself to give up violence? It is your nature. Do you feel free? You should go to this location and retrieve a device that the Sphit have provided for us. It will allow you to slay more Four. Does that make you happy? Oh, it makes me very happy. Alright, let's get to a save point. Fuck. As I said, let's get to a save point. Fuck me. I can't remember where the fucking save point is on this level. So once we get past this point in the game, I am a lot less familiar with all the levels. So I may get a little more lost. No! Alright, I will... I'll just end the video here. I will make you guys rewatch me doing Colony Ship. Well, hang on. I did... Oh, what? I guess I'll resave it now. Alright, thank you for watching. I won't make you watch me redo this whole part, but we will continue the next video in the next level. So, I'll see you guys then, and hope you have a good rest of your day. Talk to you later.